we're going to use the new bookshelf to create a passkey door. And we do so with an item filtration system. Materials you're going to need are hoppers, redstone repeaters, redstone comparators, redstone dust, building blocks of your choice, a redstone torch, iron door, an iron door, something to make your pass card. I'm going to use the trial keys. And anything that you can make for filler, I'm just going to use spruce signs, a shelf, and a spruce trapdoor. Don't question me on it, spruce is the best. To start, go ahead and place down a building block. We're going to place a temporary block there and put a block on either side. Next, you can take out that temporary block and put 2 going like so. Then we're going to take our comparator and put it on this block going that way. And then the repeater is going to go in the very center facing this way. Then we can snake our redstone going down like this and put our redstone torch off the bottom like so. Next, place a temporary block like this and put your collection chest right there. You can take out that temporary block and replace it with a hopper going into the chest. The last thing we'll need for this circuit is a hopper going into the comparator, and make sure it goes into the comparator and not this hopper. That is very important. It should look something like this. Then we can add our shelf block on top, and this is pretty much done. Just to help us with this build, I'm going to add in a couple extra blocks around just like so, as well as a stair block above the shelf to give it some depth, and we'll build off the bottom so we have a place for our door. Now, you don't have to have your passkey showing, but I'm just going to put it there so I have it for when I need it. Then we can come to the back and place our iron door like so. Now, if we were to take our test key and go ahead and throw it in, it's not going to do anything. It's just going to trap it in this top hopper. So what we need to do is we need to make this filter through to only accept this key. We do so by having 6 of our test key in the front as well as 4 filler blocks in the back of the hopper. Again, I'm just going to use spruce signs, but we're going to go ahead and grab those and just place them like so and put our 6 test keys right there. So now this hopper will only accept test keys. Now, in order for this to work, I have to have another test key in the bottom hopper so that way it's locked by the redstone torch. Then if I go in and I place in my passkey, it should dispense into this chest. If it has, you've done it correctly. But it's still not going to open the door, so we have to hook this circuit up to this iron door. We're going to do so by building off the bottom of this chest and going over by 1, 2, 3, 4. Then we're going to place down a temporary block and put 2 blocks up like so, taking out that temporary block. Go ahead and throw a repeater going into this block, which should be right underneath your iron door. And then throw a comparator coming off of this chest with a repeater going out. Then we can just connect it up with redstone dust and our door will open. So now anytime we take our test key out, the door will close, and if we want to get back in, all we have to do is throw it in. Now, leaving this out in the open doesn't look very good, so I'm just going to go ahead and cover everything up with some slabs, replacing this one with a trapdoor so we can easily get to our key. And that's how we use the new shelf block as a passkey door. How are you using the shelf block? Let me know in the comments down below. Also, if you haven't seen my copper golem door or my shelf slot machine, you should check those out in the top right corner. But that's enough out of me. I'll see you guys in the next one. See ya!